Hello friends, this is Untitled Chapter from Astro Healer channel. As promised, I am here with the impact of this solar eclipse happening on the 30th of this month, April. But before I do that, I want to understand the way of looking and how I have compiled this the impact on each Lagna in each Rashi. You need to understand something which is very, very important. And if you understand this, you will understand what why am I saying something pertaining to your sign or your Lagna. Look at this chart very carefully. This is Aries. In Hindi we call as Mesh Rashi or Mesha Rashi. Mesh. Rahu, Sun and Moon is here. Obviously Ketu is here. This is the sign where solar eclipse is happening. Now there are two ways of looking at it, and I have taken this technique where for Taurus it is in the 12th house. This is very generic thing happening in 12th house, but we also have to consider that Taurus is the second sign from the sign where the Grahan or the eclipse is happening. Also, I have taken into consideration that the two planets which is getting affected due to Rahu is a planet who is eclipsing the two planets. It rules the 4th house and the 5th house. Now this is for the Aries. If you bring Taurus, then something else. You can, that's a technique that I am using it, okay. So for example, let's say 3rd. Now there, for the sign of Mithun or Gemini, it is happening in the 11th house. That means the eclipse is happening in the 11th house, whereas from the Grahan or from the eclipse point, it is the 3rd house which is getting affected. Are you understanding? And the two planets involved is for Mithun, it is the 2nd house and the 3rd house. I do not want to get too much into technical thing, because then that will confuse you. But this is the concept that I have used for these predictions. So let us start with the first sign, Aries. Now for Aries, according to the technique that I have just explained to you, the conjunction of Rahu, Sun, Moon is forming in the 1st house. You need to be absolutely careful during this period. Be careful for your father's health. Also, do not increase your expenditure. If possible, do not take loan. Do not give or lend money to anyone. If you are looking for a new job, and if you are a fresher or otherwise also, there is a good news for you. On the other hand, I also see that if you are already employed, there is a chance of travel, change of location, transfer. The time is very good for people who are looking for planning or extending the family. I mean to say, they are looking for a baby. It's a very good time for them. This was all for Aries. So the next sign is Taurus. Now according to the technique that I am using, during this time you may be a victim of deception. You will be deceived, cheated, maybe by a relative or by a friend. Working people, working profession will face a lot of stress at their office. You will be forced to leave your career because of some unforeseen circumstances. It's advisable that you should avoid taking any financial risk at this time. You may have some health related problem as well. You will remain mentally stressed, disturbed, will find very difficult to take decisions. Yes, but in all this, I can see that you are getting a good result of your hard work during this phase. Your financial condition will remain stable, but mental condition is going to be a little stressed out. For Gemini, the next sign, using the same technique, I see your health will be good, but it is advisable not to take any risk or show carelessness as far as health is concerned. You will constantly feel or have a feeling of fear and insecurity that will keep you bothered all the time. Your siblings are likely to have some health issues, and you may have to spend some money and time both. You will also have mental stress. Those who are thinking of or planning for a baby, it's a good time. You may get a good news. People who are associated with stock market may get some benefit out of it. But I would advise you not to lend money or even take loan during this time, because it may boomerang on you. There is a possibility that you may go on a religious journey. This is a very good time for people who are married. So for married couple, it's a very harmonious and peaceful life. Next sign is Cancer. Now for Cancer, this is happening in the axis is 10th and the 4th house, and using the technique that I have explained to you, you are most advised to take care of your mother's health. During this time, because your 4th house is affected, lack of comforts can be seen. If you drive, or if you are riding a bike or something, take care, because injury and accident is on the card. As far as finances are concerned, money is concerned, this is a very good period for you. If you have some issues, some disputes in court, litigation and so on, that matter will be settled. The time is very good to buy a new property, a new house. Time is also favorable for business and employed people. Yes, it is a good time to invest, but you must keep away from stock market. Next sign is Leo. Now for Leo, using the technique, you have to choose your friends, your partner, your company that you keep in very carefully. Avoid any type of travel if you can, otherwise there are chances of injury, accident. You may have some health related issues as well. If there is some disturbance, some conflict already going on in the family, then that can keep you very much disturbed and take away the peace of your mind. Due to your parents' health, you will not be able to concentrate on your work. However, I see that you will get a lot of support, help from your colleagues, your seniors at workplace. If you are single, there are chances of you getting married or at least getting proposals. The time is not so good, especially for people who are into business. You are advised to spend money very carefully because that may disturb your budget. Next sign is Virgo. Using the technique that I just showed you in the beginning of this video, your enemies are very much activated. They can cause trouble to you. Financial problems will also be the major concern. Any dispute that is going on in family, that will be settled and you will have peace of mind. This is, yes, a very good time for people who are employed or if you are into a business, but still you are advised to control your expenses. Take care of your spouse's health. If you are single, you need to wait for some more time to get a partner. Married people can get unexpected help from the maternal home. You must stay away from any kind of dispute during this time. Libra. Now for Libra, using the technique that I just showed you, my first, because it is the 7th and the first house getting affected, my first worry would be that married couples will experience some problems, negativity in their married life. If you can do away with your ego and respect your partner, there is a possibility that you may have a peaceful time. At workplace, you will see that either with your colleague or if you are into business with your business partner, there could be again some issues. For Libra sign people, there are chances that you may have some health issues as well. This is, of course, a good time to make investments. If you invest, you will definitely make money out of it. Your relationship or the bonding with your children will be better. If you are employed or if you are into business, you may find it difficult to balance between home and your work. Some conflict, some dispute related to ancestral property, if it is already there, maybe it will come to some settlement or it will be resolved. There are chances that you may go for a religious trip or journey. Next is Scorpio. Now for Scorpio, the axis is 612 and the technique that I am used. Due to this, there are chances of injuries, accident. If you are driving, take care. There might also be possibility that you may find some trouble while you are riding or driving your car or whichever vehicle. If it is not important, I would advise you not to avoid traveling. This eclipse is not very unfavorable for you. Still, I would say you have to take care of yourself. You should not be at all negligent regarding your health. So if you see that there is some issue, you must see a medical practitioner. And especially, let me tell you one thing, that if you are into in business or the type of job that you're doing, during the coming weeks, if you are asked to sign any document, read the document very carefully. Understand what is written in it. And if there are few things which is a bit confusing or ambiguous for you, get it read by someone who knows the content and the context to it. I can see profit coming to you if you have made some investments. Any old property, if there is some dispute going on for a long time, that can also be resolved. If you are into business and especially into partnership, there may be some dispute with the partner. This time may not be very favorable for people who are employed as well. But as far as your life partner is concerned, she or he would be very supportive during this situation. Next is Sagittarius. You will have to work a little more harder than usual. You will become very much inclined towards religious activities. You might spend some money, or you will have to spend some money on your father's health. This is the time when you will dominate over your weaknesses. Your health is good, but yet still do not be careless. There can be some event at home, could be a marriage, an engagement, or something of that sort. If you are single, you are meeting someone is coming into your life. At the same time, you will see that even if you are married, there is very romantic sort of a thing happening in people who are already married. Some challenging situation can be seen for people who are employed. Business people may have to do a lot of travel. If possible, stay away from court cases. If you feel a little low, sulky, depressed, spend some time with your friends. That will help you out. Next is Capricorn. For Capricorn, this conjunction is 410 excess. The impact of this eclipse is actually on your work, career. It's a difficult time to achieve your goals. You might make some mistake due to your carelessness. So, all this while, for at least few weeks from now, after the eclipse, you have to be very, very careful, concentrate, focus, and be patient as far as work is concerned. Also, avoid getting into any type of conflicts, arguments with anyone at workplace, be it your boss, be it your a colleague or a subordinate. You may be troubled by health, or you may be suffering of some health issues. All this while, I see a little relief that side. Mother's health. Now, fourth house I'm talking about. Mother's health also has to be taken care of. You are advised to take care of your budget, spend according to the necessity, spend some good time with your friends, that will give you relief. You may, during this time, have to visit a court or appear in front of the court related to maybe any matter for that matter. It may be beneficial for you to make small investments during this period. At your workplace, all of a sudden you will feel that the workload is increasing, and that will keep you stressed. But there is a good news that you may get a chance to even go for a foreign journey, place abroad. Next sign is Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, it is the third and the ninth house axis, and plus the technique I just gave you. We need to understand, because the eclipse is happening in the 11th. Now I explained to you why 11th. If you count that 11th, because from Aries, where the Grahan is forming, Aquarius is the 11th. So all your desire, all your wishes will be delayed. You were expecting something to happen in few days or few weeks, and you may get a news which will upset you, that those things have been delayed or postponed. If you are a student, you will see that it will affect negatively, it will affect your studies, your education. You will be very much worried about your children. You have to take care, or you have to, when you're having a conversation with your brother or sister, you may see that may become into a conflict. There are also chances that if there was a conflict between you and your sibling, it may be resolved as well. Now it will all depend upon the other planets, the other aspects that you are getting. Because we are talking about the third house, I have to tell you that before signing any document for Aquarius, read the document very carefully, think about it, and then make a signature. You are trying your best to improve your financial conditions, and yes, you will be successful also. Time is very favorable for people who are employed. If you are looking for a job change, then yes, this eclipse can help you getting or finding a new job as well. Now let us talk about the last sign, Pisces. See, for Pisces, the axis is happening 2-8, and it is happening in the 12th, because it's a 12th sign from the eclipse, due to which it is going to strongly affect your financial condition. You may have some losses. Frustration will build up. You have to take good care of your finances, though there are good chances of making or earning money as well. Whatever you will do, you will definitely find success in that. Your income will definitely increase. Old unresolved matters, whether it is at workplace or it is in the family or it is some litigation, that will be resolved as well. You may decide or you may plan to buy a property. Now this is one thing which is very, very clear in your Lagna chart. But again, when you are dealing with the property, take care of the documentation, take care where you're putting your signature, read the agreement or whatever you call. Health may show some ups and downs, but later on it will definitely improve. Also, you need to take care of your parents' health as well. There are chances that you may, either yourself or with your family, you will go for a religious trip as well. Now friends, this is all that I wanted to share with you as far as this eclipse is concerned. Also remember, this eclipse, which means Sun with Rahu's conjunction, started on the 15th of April and it will last till the 15th of May, 30 days. So this effect is there for 30 days. But as I told you that solar eclipse has a lasting effect of 40 days, whereas lunar eclipse 40 days, solar eclipse has a lasting effect for 120 days. This is not necessarily for you people, but on a mundane level, globally you will see the effect will be felt. Also, as a disclaimer, please understand your Mahadasha, Antardasha is a very, very important or very pivotal role it plays. So do not ignore that. Do not ignore the other transits as well. So whatever has been spoken today is very generic, but yet it's very, very much concerning your Lagna or your moon sign. If you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell icon as well. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.